work, did it?
It just
Didn't even come.
Really?
The fact that you even didn't
What a
even.
kid,
Nice
right?
try.
What
Nice
a
try.
kid trying it.
Entrepreneur. Nice try.
Hey everyone, we're two vintage sisters. I'm Angela.
And I'm Melissa.
And today we are making beaded garlands.
Beaded garland.
Yes,
Wooden beaded garland.
Wooden beaded garland. So these are the beads that we have to use. We got these at a craft store. They're about $2 for about 16 pieces. We're gonna check prices on Amazon, but we wanted to do the video today, so that's why we got them locally.
Couldn't wait for Amazon. Amazon's fast, but not that fast.
I know, especially because we've had some snow.
Yeah,
lately,
we
too.
have actually.
So we are doing these specifically for our St. Patrick's Day tiered trays that we love to participate in. And Carol from our Blessed Nest, she hosts that she hosts a tiered tray video every month. So we like to participate in that. But we're gonna make some garland to go on our tiered trays. And the first step we're going to do is we're going to just take some, you call this twine or jute.
Interesting, huh?
Yeah,
Some people.
different, depends on, I don't even know what's
I don't know
the
why.
name on the
people-
package, but you get the idea.
It's one or the other.
So the first thing we want to do is make the tassels that are going to go on the ends. And the way you do that is you just take some twine and you just wrap it around your hand about 15 times or so. And then you're just going to cut. So I have one already cut. And then you're going to take a little piece.
Oh, that's what this. Angela had this all set up. She's quite the DIYer, you people. She's very good at this. She used to sell rubber stamps years ago and scrapbooking stuff. Create close to my heart. Dots. No, dots.
Well, both.
I think it started out as Dots. Have you guys ever heard of Dots? It was a stamp company. Dozens of terrific stamps.
Yeah.
And then it went to Close to My Heart, right? And she was a pretty good, big name in that. She did well. She did well.
Oh, thank you.
She's very good at DIY.
It was fun. I've always been somewhat crafty.
You have, and you enjoy it, so.
I do.
So that's why she's kind of got this all going on.
Okay, so I just tied it kind of towards one end. So you might want to move it towards the
I see
end
what
a
you're
little
saying.
bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, because then when are we gonna cut?
And then you're just going to take the ends and you're going to cut them.
And that's what gives you the fringy part.
Exactly.
And that goes on the end.
So all the little loops at the end, that's what you're going to cut to make the tassel.
How cute is that?
So now we have one of our tassels here, and I kind of messed with this a little bit to make it look
That's
a little
cute.
bit better, but so we have that.
Kind of like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, because you want more.
And then we just kind of cut out a piece that was about the length or a little bit longer of the garland that we wanted to make. And all we're going to do is tie it through the loop here. Like that. And then I'll just tie this in a little bit of a knot.
What do I do with these?
I kind of wrapped it, I did it like a half knot one time and then I wrapped it around again and I did a full knot. Okay. So then I have that end. And then now we need to make our beads. So we have paint. We have rainbow colors of paint here. And we have these little cups, these little plastic cups that are disposable. And we're just going to put a little bit of paint mixed with a little bit of water in each of the cups, okay? So here we go. Okay, so we are back, and as you saw, we just squirted a little bit of paint in each of the cups and then added a little bit of water. There's no right or wrong to that. It just depends on how thick you want the paint on the beads. And so what we're going to do is drop 2 beads in each cup at the same time, and we're going to just roll them around with some of these skewers and then take them out and then dry them on the paper. So pretty easy peasy. Okay, so what we're going to do is get some paper towels. Now that we're kind of in the middle of mixing, and we're going to add the beads to the paper towels to dry on the opposite side of what we've taken them out. Yeah, kind of turn them over so that they're not really dark on one side.
Yeah, and not on the other.
Yeah, exactly.
Gravity. Maybe we were a little too
I think
old.
Care Bears and Strawberry Shortcakes were after us, because that's what our sisters played.
Yeah, and even Rainbow Bright. I wasn't. My sister had. Well, my sister had
cooler toys after we.
They actually got quite a few, didn't they?
Yeah.
I did have a Cabbage Patch doll though. That definitely came out. I didn't play with her. She sat on our bed.
Well, we were getting a little old.
That was even 85. That was 13 or 14.
Because I remember I was kind of, and you're even a year older than me. But
I was in 7th or 8th grade. Is that right, or was I even younger? How old were? What year did 83? 85.
I think
the big year.
84.
84 or 85. So we were, yeah. So I was
maybe 83. But I remember getting it and being like, oh, you know, I know this is all the rage thing, but I didn't really play with it.
Yeah, no, I was 11 or 12. So 73, 11. 83, 10, 12. I want to say like 84 or 85 is when I got mine, but I just remember being like 7th grade and thinking, oh, this is kind of,
yeah.
It was cute. I mean, it was definitely a fad item, but you know what I played with the most, not played, but because I was into stationery and writing letters and all that kind of fun stuff, I had rubber stamps. I had some Cabbage Patch, you know, the little, I had a bunch of Hello Kitty stuff too, but the little stamps. I had stationery. I had stuff like that. I remember more so than the actual doll really doing anything with the doll. The doll just kind of sat on my... It was definitely Barbies, and I had a really cool dollhouse I used to play with.
Yeah, Barbies and the big Barbie playhouse.
And the big Barbie townhouse.
Yeah.
My friend had the dream house. I had the townhouse. She had the A-frame. There was a Barbie dream house that was kind of... I had the tall one with the elevator that you pulled the... Yeah. My friend had the like your little shed, like an A-frame. You know, like a Barbie dream house or something it was called. And then she had the airplane. I didn't have the airplane. We played with the airplane. She lived in a house down off of 30th Street Hill, 30th and like, well, in the Proctor area. What was one block in? Whatever the corner was. But she had the upstairs bedroom, and it had a walk-in closet like those old houses do. Maybe like your old mom's old house. I don't know if she had, but some of those older houses on the upper floor, they had like this little low walk-in. And so that's where we made a Barbie room. So you literally walked in that whole closet. Because she was a kid, she didn't have that many clothes. Her clothes were at the back. The whole thing was Barbie. So we could just leave the Hart family. We could just leave it all set up. Yeah. And I was salty because our house was little and I just had a little door closet, right? But we used to go spend hours at Sarah's house, and we used to that's what we did. We played Barbies for hours.
Yeah. Oh, I remember I had a friend who, she had her parents had redone their whole basement.
See?
Yeah, as her bedroom.
That's crazy.
And I remember just thinking, oh, that would just be amazing. And I remember trying to convince my parents to give them their master suite.
Didn't work, did it?
It just
didn't even come.
Really?
The fact that you even didn't
kid,
nice
right?
try. Nice try.
Entrepreneur,
nice try.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. Mom, can I have your? That's funny. Were all the bedrooms upstairs at the 7th Street house?
No, there was one bed.
Was mom
downstairs?
Does your mom have the downstairs bedroom?
No, it was basically 3 floors.
That's right, because you had the down.
My parents and my sister and I flip-flopped rooms a few times, and at one point we were both upstairs after I had a nightmare. So I had a nightmare about Scooby-Doo. Do you remember on Scooby-Doo they were always like on a raft in a swamp?
Yeah, in a swamp, always.
Yeah, always. Of course, did you grow up being freaked out about quicksand?
Oh, no, I have to redo that one. Dang.
Quicksand.
Coming and taking me, because that's always happened. Yeah. The mystery machine always got
exactly.
The things
So I had this dream that our whole family was on a raft in a swamp, and the swamp monster would keep coming out and taking my dad in the swamp.
What did they make us
And so
watch?
I had that reoccurring nightmare every single night, and I kept waking up, and finally my parents moved me upstairs to in the room with my sister, and from then on I didn't have a nightmare anymore. It was like just changing, just getting that out of your, that is hilarious. Tell my brain to stop having that.
My kids have seen some of the 80s movies and TV shows. You're like, what in the heck were your parents?
I know.
Like,
right?
do you remember? I didn't watch it, but there was something called The Dinosaurs. Do you? My mom didn't let us watch all of it. But it was like a sitcom. It was.
Oh, I don't remember that. Well,
what about Land of the Lost?
That, some of
those. I actually liked the guy and the kids, but the scenery was pretty. I mean,
yeah.
I used to have my grandpa used to watch.
I would have nightmares.
Yes. I mean, or Emergency. There was a show called Emergency. It was
Jim loved that show.
Yeah, and my grandpa loved that show, and he'd babysit, and he'd have it on. And I remember thinking one of the guys was kind of cute because I was 8 or 9 or 10 or whatever. But boy, I got freaked out because they showed fires and Emergency kind of scared me.
I think that show came on, obviously in syndication not too long ago.
It's back
Jim
on.
Was like, oh,
you can watch it on one of the Me TVs.
I don't remember that. I used to watch Wonder Woman a lot.
Oh, I watched
the Bionic Woman.
I liked the Bionic Woman.
I remember praying that Wonder Woman would come to my bedroom and save me from my house.
Angela.
I had this horrible childhood or something, which I did not.
But still, we watched Little House on the Prairie. I can tell them all to you, and some of them are kind of. There's one about a rape. Some of them are kind of dark.
Remember that one?
And there's a knife one where Mrs. Olsen's head gets. And my kids were like, "What did your mom wouldn't let you watch The Greatest American Hero, but you could watch or Knight Rider, but you could."
Oh, Knight Rider.
Actually, she let us watch Knight Rider, but we didn't get to watch Three's Company.
That was sexual. Very, very risque.
My mom did not let me watch Three's.
Well, I watched it, but I don't think my mom was very.
Well, I watched MTV Babysitting. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because neither one of us had cable. We weren't allowed to have cable.
We didn't have cable.
Yeah,
we just had network TV.
Boy, we had really terrible childhood.
Somehow we turned out okay. But we got to watch the Muppet Show with all the creepy puppets. Because I remember showing the kids the Muppet Show, the original. Kermit was fine, and some of it might, but some of those puppets are kind of funky. Yeah. And Brett's like, he looks like a pedophile. He looks like, I'm like, stop. And he goes, listen to his voice. He goes, did you not have nightmares over? I said, no, not really. And then I showed them, and they were younger. And Brett's like, Mom, I think I might have had a nightmare about that Beaker dude. It's like he's kind of is the pedophile.
Beaker was my favorite.
And Brett's like, geez, talk about. They were like 10 or 11 when I showed it to him, and Brett was teasing me, Mom, that dude scares me. He's kind of. I think we had just had one of those stranger danger things at co-op where they talked to him about sex predator, being careful with your internet, and he's like, Mom, that's the kind of guy that could. What did your mom let you watch? I remember that conversation with my 11 or 12-year-old. And then E.T., you know, E.T. came out in the 80s too. And I had a nightmare after seeing the movie.
I wouldn't go in my bedroom by myself.
I couldn't look in my
certainly
closet.
Wouldn't go in my closet.
Because I had doors that opened like that. And I'm thinking there'd be this alien. And again, the 80s.
Like E.T. was this
lovable,
terrible, scary thing.
He was this lovable little creature. Anyway, don't you think it's funny? I think it's funny.
Okay, so we are gonna let these dry now, and then we will string them together, and we will show you the end result.
Hang in there.
All right.
Hey everyone, so we did it. We made our wooden bead garlands.
Yep, and they turned out beautifully.
They look like little rainbows. Yeah. So we hope you enjoyed the DIY video and had fun watching, and maybe you'll try to make one for yourself.
Yeah.
And if you want to see these beauties in our trays, we're going to use them on tiered trays. The video will be up March 3rd. On our channel, Two Vintage Sisters, and we would love for you to check it out and subscribe and follow us and watch all of our crazy adventures and antics, and yeah, we have a blast. So we hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, we will try to link a lot of the supplies that we use down below, and we have, obviously we had pictures of them within the video too. So
check it out.
Yeah. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.